Hey.
I'm joined today by Leon McKenzie, former Premier League footballer and boxer. So thank you, Leon, for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. When you were coming up as a child, right, did you know that your dad and your uncle were kind of so big in boxing?
Yeah, so I was around boxing since sort of 7, 8 years old. So everyone would think, sort of, oh yeah, your dad and uncle are boxers. You're going to go down the boxing route. But this is the honest truth. I watched a film called Escape to Victory with Pele in, and a few other like Ozzy O'Dealers. There's a few big, Bobby Moore I think was in it as well. There's a few big names in it, and Sylvester Stallone, who's like one of my idols, like hero. Yeah, so he's like a hero of mine. So I was like, I used to love this film, and in that film Pele done overhead kick, and that's where I literally was like, I used to go out in my garden and just always like practice this particular overhead kick.
So you were bullied. So
yeah, I was
the fact
actually
that your
bullied.
dad was a champion,
So,
your uncle was a
there you
champion,
go.
didn't actually stop them from they made you a victim.
Basically, there's like, oh well, just because you think like your dad's this and your uncle's this, what you think like you can fight too, and blah blah blah. So the heat was on me from early. So I got bullied for quite a long time, especially like within my junior school, just going into like secondary school.
So you were like the ultimate kid to be picked on. Your dad's, considered rich. You've got glasses. You're a bit of an outsider because nobody else in, I guess, around your school, your friends at that time.
And then the girls used to pity me, so I used to have quite a lot of girlfriends at the time.
I didn't mind that.
So as it goes into my life story, you'll see that I had quite a lot of you'll see that there was a few issues with the girls.
Oh dear.
I started training, and I started going to where my dad used to train, and started learning how to fight. And then I actually beat up the school bully.
Wow.
One time where the whole school was watching, and I tucked him in like real good.
What was the difference between your dad? Because obviously your dad was British and European, and Duke had the world title. What was the difference, do you think, between your dad and your uncle?
The difference between the two is that my dad is full of heart, and he's a box fighter. So he used to fight like 15-round fights. So there's a point where he'll be so tired that he will just have to stand. You have to stand and fight, basically. Whereas Duke didn't really have many fights where he would like mix it as such. Very technical, very skilled, very, you know what I mean? Like, which is, some people love that. But my dad was definitely more of a heartfelt fighter.
Okay.
Which I felt like when I had my little career.
Let's not knock it.
That's exactly what I think I was about.
To school in your dad's
a gold Rolls Royce.
Okay, so it wasn't flashy at all then.
A gold Rolls, yeah. I mean,
so tell me about some happy times. Do you remember like some cheerful moments?
Yeah, like school. I had some unbelievable moments in junior school. I went to a school called Winterbourne in Fulton Heath.
Yeah.
And I had some happy memories. We used to play like British Bulldog. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
British Bulldog, and we was playing football with like a tennis ball.
Yeah. Honestly,
like the amount of the way we used to be, like when one of us used to score a goal with this tennis ball, and it was like a fencing goal. Do you know what I mean? Like just with a fence. And like when we used to just go crazy. And I always remember like the whole feeling of like, especially if I had like scored that goal, where it was just like you were just like the best. Like you just finished school feeling so great.
Like as a child growing up, you really were the other. Like,
I think so, yeah.
So
yeah.
Do you think, obviously later on in life, you had your troubles and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think although it was a blessing for your dad and your uncle to do so well, that maybe it was part of the seed to you kind of having issues later on, is the fact that you've never really been settled. You never had the kind of.
I think it all comes down to like the DNA. As I always explain about the DNA that's within within us, and all the struggles and everything we've been through is just an example of the man I became. Because at the end of the day, I didn't really follow anyone's kind of lead, regardless whether my dad and uncle achieved in their own right. I still went out and achieved within my own right.
Yes.
In the end, do you know what I mean?